What's up everyone, this is MrKingLiam here, and today you join me for another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles. Today we're looking at an archetype which I've been quite intrigued in for quite a number of years, but because of how expensive it was back in the day, I could never build it. Now fast forward quite a number of years, and the deck is actually relatively cheap, and it's quite fun to use. It is, of course, the wind-up mechanic. Now, just as a disclaimer, like most of my deck profiles previously, I will probably do an update on this deck profile when we have the new link summoning mechanics, so there might be 1 or 2 changes after that. But for now, I've been testing around with this deck profile, and it's still pretty good, even in this format, I will say. So let me take you through the deck profile and explain some of the choices. So first off, we have a Wind-Up Shark. This is probably one of the main ones you want to have in your hand, because when the wind-up is normal summon the special summon on the side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, once per turn, you can either increase this level by 1 until the end phase, or reduce the level. So this allows you to go for your rank 3s, your rank 5s, or rank 4s, depending on what happens. And it's quite easy to bring out as well. But I'll explain that in a minute. Next up, we have Wind-Up Warrior. The main reason I threw this in, to be honest, is just so mainly I could have a couple level 4 targets. But it does come in handy as well. So I can target a face-up wind-up you control until the end phase, increases level by 1, and it's attacked by 600. So let's say Wind-Up Magician, you brought out Wind-Up Warrior, so then you can make a rank 5, which is oh wait, sorry, no, you target. Whoopsie daisy. No, the combo is, sorry, you have Wind-Up Shark out. So you summon Wind-Up Warrior, Wind-Up Shark, use this effect to increase its own level, then use Wind-Up Shark to increase its level to go for a rank 5. So that's what you do in that combo. Next up, we have Wind-Up Magician. In my opinion, this is basically the card that starts all of your plays in the deck. And it's definitely one of the key cards to have when if you want to bring out your exceeds quickly. So basically how it works, when the effect of a Wind-Up monster is activated to set Wind-Up Magician, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Wind-Up monster from your deck in face-up defense position. So most of the time you'd probably use like Wind-Up Shark, Wind-Up Warrior, or Wind-Up Rabbit. The effect will activate, and Wind-Up Magician will allow you to special summon. What's even better is if you already got Wind-Up Rabbit, you bring out Wind-Up Warrior, and then you have Wind-Up Shark. So then you've got options for a free monster requirement exceed, which is good. Also, it comes in handy with Wind-Up Factory, but I'll explain that a bit later on. Next up, we have Wind-Up Rabbit. I'm running 3 of these. Wind-Up Rabbit, basically, most of the time I use it is to activate Wind-Up Magician's effect. So, during other players' turn, you can target 1 Wind-Up monster you control, banish it until your next standby phase. This effect can be used only while this card is face up on the field. So, you target itself, Wind-Up Magician's effect will activate, and then you can go for your plays. I'm also running 3 Speed Droid Terratop. It's pretty much a staple in the deck. Helps you go for your rank 3 plays along with Tomborg. I think that's how you pronounce it. And finally, we're running 3 Wind-Up Rat. Now this is another one that that helps you get out your combos as well. So during your main phase, you can target 1 Wind-Up monster you control. Change this face-up attack position card you control. Sorry, I misread that. You can target 1 Wind-Up monster in your graveyard. Change this face-up attack position card you control to defense position, and special summon that target in face-down defense position. So this also works with Wind-Up Magician, so you can go for your combos. Activating this effect, go for Wind-Up Magician. So you could actually go for a rank 3 and a rank 4 on the same turn, which is definitely quite useful. So there's the monster elements of the deck. Now we go for the spells. First up, we're running 1 Instant Fusion. Allows you to bring out Elden Entity Northern, so it can help with your rank 4 plays. 1 Dark Hole, a Soul Charge, 2 Pots of Duality to give it a little bit more of a draw engine, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. I find that most times I probably want to keep the cards I have in my hand, so that's why I don't prefer running Twin Twisters in this deck. Most decks, like, I don't mind discarding a card, but with this one it's a little bit different because I want to have like the key cards such as Magician, Shark, Terratop, Rabbit. So I feel like MST is probably a better option than this deck. Then we're running 2 5 formation Tanky, pretty much a staple for most Beast Warrior decks. So this allows you to get out Wind the Rabbit quickly and start going for the plays. Also, and of course, probably one of the other main spells you'll need, a Wind-Up Factory. So once per turn, if an effect of a Wind-Up monster is activated, you can add 1 level 4 or lower Wind-Up monster from your deck to your hand. So the combo would be Wind-Up Magician's effect would activate. Sorry, an effect would activate, and you have Factory and Magician on the field. So Magician's effect would allow you to special summon a level 4 or lower, while Wind-Up Factory would allow you to get one to your hand. So the combo would be Magician's effect activates, you get Warrior. Wind-Up Factory's effect activates, so you can bring out Wind-Up Shark. So yeah, that definitely does come in handy. And you can go for some ridiculous Exceed plays with this combo. Obviously in the future that'll change, but for now that's a really good combo. For our traps, 2 Mirror Force, there's mostly staples really. Compulsory Evacuation Device, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, just in case I'm in a little bit of a difficult situation. 2 Infinite's Chain, 3 Call the Haunted, 1 Solemn Strike, and a Solemn Warning. Quite simple on the trap lines really. Now for the extra deck. We're running 1 Elder Entity Northern. This is for the instant fusion target and allows you to help with the rank 4s. Then we get to the rank 5s, and probably the main rank 5 you end up using, Wind-Up Arsenal Zen Mayo. Now this card requires 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn you can detach 1 Exceed monster from this card to target 2 set cards on the field and destroy them. So it helps clearing out some back row, which can be useful. And also because it's a Wind-Up effect, it means Wind-Up Factory or Wind-Up Magician could activate. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention about Wind-Up Magician is that the effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. So you can't use the same Wind-Up Magician twice. That's the only downside, but I suppose they had to make it a bit fairer. And now for our other rank 5, we have number 61 Volcanosaurus. Now the reason I'm only running 2 rank 5s is because most of the time I actually end up going for rank 4s, which is intriguing. Yeah, rank 3s and rank 4s is what I mainly go for, but it's just nice to have a couple of options for the rank 5s. Speaking of which, the rank 4s, we have Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, number 39 Utopia, Photon Papal Operative, Castel the Skyblast Monastery, Daigusto Emerald, Abyss Dweller, Go Cowboy. So those are our rank 4s. For our rank 3, number 17, 1 Levier, because Wind-Up Rabbit will be banished, so there is a banishment target to use. And finally we have 2 Wind-Up Zen Maids. So there is the Wind-Up deck profile for March of 2017. This will be updated in the future because I do really like using this archetype, so I don't mind rebuilding it to accommodate the link something. So yeah, but for now this is definitely a really good Exceeds deck, and it's fairly budget as well. Most of the cards are like this is English. Most of the cards are like £1 to only a couple quid. I suppose the only expensive cards in the main deck would probably be Solomon Strike and Terratop, but it just got its reprint, so I'll be. Vanity's Emptiness and Solomon Strike. They'll probably be the more difficult ones to get hold of. And the most expensive extra deck card that I know of so far is actually Wind-Up Arsenal Zen Mayo, because It was in Order of Chaos, but I don't think it's had a reprint since then, so it'll probably be the priciest cards to build. But overall, this is a fairly budget build, a fairly budget deck profile. So that was my Wind-Up deck profile. If you enjoyed this deck profile, then please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel to know when my newest deck profiles are coming out. Also, be free to leave some suggestions about what future deck profiles you'd like to see in the future. And also be free to leave some feedback about what you thought of this deck profile and what you'd change. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for now, this is MrKingLiam signing out.